and guys of that nature running.
That's his receiver core, though.
No, it's not. No, JC, stop it.
Dre, what did Juju do over there when he was with y'all?
What who?
What did Juju do when he?
What did Juju do when he came into the league?
What did Tony do over there on the Giants?
JC, come on, JC. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep doing this.
Not like that, though. No, he didn't.
JC, we not going. Penn Worthy, Smush Parker. What was your other man that you your mans that you named earlier? Wesley
Johnson.
Wesley Johnson, the guy this name. I'm saying the equivalent of that on KC, and then they retool the whole thing and get back to the mountaintop.
Ragu, them niggas led the league. Ragu, them niggas led the league in drops, and he still won the Super Bowl. All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC, and I believe this is episode 138 or something like that. I'm kind of lost. I know Tyrell gonna talk spit, but whatever. I think it's episode 138. If I'm wrong, I'll fix it later. Appreciate y'all for getting us to this point. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So, as y'all know, this is going to be our annual Super Bowl preview episode. I believe this is our, fourth one, I think now? Yeah, I think this is our third or fourth one, something like that. So, we're going to get into all the spits, man. We're going to, talk about the matchups, legacies, predictions. We're going to do all that good spit. But as y'all know, there's been a lot of basketball mayhem over the weekend.
Absolute mayhem.
That we got to discuss first. I can't help that it's breaking news and kind of took over. So we're going to try to give our thoughts on that and, everything that it entails going forth, because might have just saw the biggest trade in NBA history. That's left to be seen yet, but might have been. So, that being said, man, before I say anything, before we even get into it or anything, I just want to say, don't ever, I'm saying this as a Laker fan, don't ever in your life compare your all-time team to mine ever again. I don't ever want to hear it. It's not remotely a conversation. I don't give a F who you talking about. Chicago, Golden State, whoever you want to bring. You need about two all teams to have a conversation with us. Don't ever bring up that conversation ever again. And that's what I wanted to say first.
So don't ever come by here.
Exactly. That conversation is dead and over with. And I might even argue all-time sports team, but I'll leave that alone for now because that might be an episode too. But basketball for sure, I don't want to hear. Now,
you heard what he said.
The breaking news that had my phone on fire. Like I work for the Lakers organization or something. I don't know why everybody was calling me like I worked for them or like I had something to do with it. But my phone was on fire nonetheless when I had to wake up at 3-7 in the morning. So I had to ignore everybody, get back to y'all in the morning that next morning.
You lucky I ain't call you. I was this close.
Man, my phone was on fire from text to message it, and I'm talking like immediately. Like Shams hadn't even posted it. It wasn't even maybe 60 seconds because I had to go check to look to see like, wait, what is this nigga talking about? I got a text saying we got LUKA, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like I thought he was just saying he was up for trade discussions or something happened, or he was just hoping and dreaming. I didn't know. I go to Shams' page and I'm like, all right, okay, maybe he got hacked or something. I don't know. But he had just posted it like 2 minutes before that. And everybody kind of had the same reaction, just confusion. Or like, did he get hacked? Or like, why ain't nobody else saying it?
They thought Shams had got hacked.
But that just shows you, I want to shout out my nigga Woj too. That just shows you the impact of Woj because he would have never gotten questioned like that. Even with something like that, Woj would never get questioned. If Woj said it, that's what the F it is. So it just shows that people are still trying to get comfortable with this transition of him supposed to be the new Woj. There would never be another Woj. Now that we got that out the way. and this isn't even gonna sound right when I say it, but Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker as we speak. So, to my brothers, this ain't no thing where I'm gonna just be like, oh yeah, what's y'all thoughts type shit. Nah, F all that. I need y'all to walk me through how y'all find out and what y'all immediate reaction was.
You want to go first, Rag, or you want to go me?
I'll go first.
All right.
I found out my daughter texted me, and my wife brought me my phone. So I like focus in, and all she said was wild, wild Luka, but AD and Kyrie is intriguing as well.
You like, what the F she talking about?
My news source, JC, immediate hit that X icon on my phone.
Right. See if
went to the search. And like, oh my goodness. And my first reaction, we are not politically correct on here.
Not at all.
And I see that everybody was different and people reacted to it very positive. Some of you guys. But I said we traded AD for a white boy.
Okay.
I feel, and then I went on to say I don't like how he pounds the air out of the fucking basketball, and then doesn't play defense.
Okay.
And we got smaller. We got less athletic, we got less defensive, and this dude is finna just be holding the rock. I said other stuff about Genie too, man. I went on a rant, bro, immediately.
So this is an immediate reaction about it.
What I'm saying right now is mild, bro. I went on about Genie and Pops turning over in his grave, and you might have to sell, and Steve Ballmer is putting pressure on you here in the city, and he jacked you for Inglewood, came to your town that you used to have and got it more popping, and you trying to do crazy shit to stay relevant, and you really don't have the cash to fuck with this dude. So if it wasn't for just think if we didn't have a legacy of winning, the Clippers would have buried the Lakers in this town already, bro. So I went on a long rant about it, but I guess I'll just wait and see, man. I'll wait and see. I even heard some shit about LeBron trying to get out of here too, to Golden State.
Well, I saw a report that he was staying put, actually.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You never know.
But anything can change. Anything can change between now and Thursday. Right. Who knows? Next year isn't guaranteed either. So, yeah, that's where we at with that.
Listen. So we talking about Luka, the trade. Mm-hmm. First of all, AD, wish you well, bro. And
absolutely. Thank you.
And Kyrie and the son of the Laker, Klay Thompson. I wish you guys well, bro. I think y'all gonna be good together. Now, thanks, AD, for the bubble. And for always out there trying, bro, even when you wasn't on the court a lot, missed a lot of games, whatever. But you were a guy in the league for the Lakers when you were out there. And thanks. So LeBron, dude, people warned me about this shit. And I said, we need flex on the goddamn show. He warned me about this, bro. The dude is so JC, the equivalent LeBron's game right now, JC, is the equivalent to the 300-yard passer in the NFL.
Yeah. Nigga, didn't I have a conversation with you about that?
Did we?
Yeah, because I said we were chopping it up about that, and I was like, you know what, basketball-wise, and I said, you're probably not going to agree with me, or you're probably going to be a little upset I say this. But I said, I've always felt like that about LeBron. I felt like he does that spit, like, perfectly, and he's, I'm not taking away from who he is, but I think I pointed out specifically that 2014 final series when he played the Spurs that he did that. So then now, 10 years later, niggas would be like, "Oh, well, look at what his numbers was." You know what I'm saying? But people don't recognize that the Spurs won by like a finals margin victory. I'm sorry, finals margin like in NBA history or something like that. So, yeah. I've kind of I remember we had a conversation about.
So now at this age, bro, he only has enough energy to score his 20. Yeah. He doesn't have enough energy to score his 20 or 30 and play defense. Right. So LUKA is already not I'm not gonna call him a liability. I'm gonna call him that's not his strong point. So now we got two dudes out here. You feel me on the court? Mm-hmm. That's not really playing no D and pause. And we got smaller. So
So what I'll do is I'm gonna let Coop get his spit off and his story off, and then I'm gonna try to talk you off the ledge after that.
All right.
Yeah.
Today
I kind of want to hear this. I'm
gonna be you. You gonna be Isaiah Ragu.
I kind of want to hear the ledge story first, but I guess I'll speak on how I found out. So I'm just getting home, and mind y'all, shout out to my baby.
Work?
Yeah, she's the biggest LUKA fan I've ever.
You said wifey?
No, my daughter, my oldest
daughter.
She is the biggest LUKA DONCIC fan, and I failed her, I guess. So she's calling me, like, I'm like, what's going on here?
Hold on, real quick, time out. So y'all both got a call or text from the baby girl.
Yeah, my daughter calling me back to back. I'm thinking something wrong with her.
Yeah.
And then remember I told you my oldest daughter went through her
right.
I'm thinking something wrong with Aaliyah. So I'm like, what's going on, Trent? She's like, you hear about LUKA? I'm thinking something happened to him. I'm like, no. I was like, no, what's going on? And then, with the all grind ESPN, they texting like, the red light, breaking news. This is some bullshit. They lying. I was like, then I'm going on ESPN. The score's like, Lakers. I was like, oh shit, this is fucked up. Then Pops called talking shit. He was like, Dallas won. They won that trade. I was like, why you say that?
I feel like they did.
He's like, Kyrie gonna go back to the 1. Clay gonna go back to the 2. AD gonna play the 4. And they not done yet. My pop said Dallas gonna make one more good trade.
Yeah, I don't think they're done either.
Yeah, they gonna make one more trade. And he said, don't be surprised if Jimmy go there.
They do that. Oh my gosh, that'd be
that'd be crazy, bro. Wow. We go to the damn Dallas, bro.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but I kind of want to hear you talk.
That's Philly, but Kyrie instead of Simmons.
Yes, pretty much. I just thought about
and they almost won. It took a miracle Kawhi traveling mid-range jumper for them to even get out of that series.
That's crazy work, bro.
My bad. I thought it was politically incorrect. I'm just, I'm sorry.
and then Dallas still got some height behind AD. You feel me?
Something that he's been crying about. He got 2 centers over there for him. Yep. I'm sure one of them will be used as leverage, as Coop just said, to probably try to get somebody else.
Probably Gafford.
Even though, to be honest, as is, I feel like they're the second best team in the West on paper. Right this second. Right this second on paper. Even though I know it's not a paper game. But on paper right now, I would say Dallas is the second best team in the West.
I agree.
As we speak.
Yeah. So you talking me off the ledge.
Let me holler at my.
I'm going further out there right now, bro. What are you talking about?
Holler at me too. I need.
Let me holler at the big bro, my OG one time. All right, and there's a lot of layers to this, so I'll get into all of that, and I'm gonna have a couple of chances to talk about this because we got a basketball episode this week too. So I'm gonna make sure I cover all bases within those two. Now, as Lakers fans, right? First off, I want to start how Ragu did. AD, man, I can't thank you enough, brother. Like, just for one, the stress of playing in a Los Angeles uniform, but that being multiplied of the stress of playing with a LeBron James caliber, which you know what comes with that a lot of the time. As far as the casual narratives, you know what I'm saying? So you had double the pressure, pause, of, you know, different layers of what to deal with playing in a city like us. And you still went out there, and even though I had some critiques on what you did, no player is perfect, but you play. I can never say you didn't play your A off every single time. Every single time you stepped on that court, I could never. If I said anything about AD, one of those things was never a lack of effort. Right. I can never say that. So, also, I know, you know, Laker fans, we got short-term memory loss, but can we take a second to remember the place we were in before AD stepped on the scene?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was blasphemous what we were dealing with. You know, before him and Brian came to the city. Like that was unheard of, especially for somebody of Ragu's age, respectfully. Especially if somebody who actually saw with their own eyes, not heard some spit, but he saw with his own eyes pretty much every successful era we had from the 80s all the way down. We never really had too long of a dry spell. And when we did, it was nowhere near what that spit was. Because at least while we were trying to climb up, we knew we still had a Shaq and Kobe that was brewing in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? Even when Shaq was going, it's like, okay, we know we still got this young gun who, you know, within time we'll build a team around him to get ourselves right. What we dealt with right there was just straight being a laughing stock and it looking like there was no end of no end. That is not Laker territory. That's not even close to Laker basketball. We never been the type to really do the draft pick thing. We bring people here. People are attracted to the city. And we just were consistently a laughing stock. Don't even get me started with the players we had, such as Ryan Kelly and Robert Sacre and Wesley Johnson. These are the guys that were starters on the Lakers during this time. So as Laker fans, let's put that in perspective real quick. What was before AD walked through the door. And we owe him a tremendous amount of respect, and nobody should be talking down on that man whatsoever with what he did from when he walked in the door and practically won the championship immediately. Because let's not forget, LeBron came the year before and we won less games than we did the year before that. People don't realize that.
And he got hurt.
Right. But even the games that Bron did play, Bron was not enough to get us where we needed to get to at that specific time. So, you know, I thank LeBron because him and Rich Paul clearly orchestrated that to get AD over here. But let's not forget what AD did he averaged the most everything throughout the playoffs except assists, obviously. Carried us through that whole playoff run. Obviously, Bron got the finals MVP, but AD was the one that balled out every single series. And because of the guys like, I know Ragu and Flex like to mention, like the Dwights and JaVale, how they did good defensively on y'all boy Gerber-Kitch, it was AD that was working him out on the other side of the ball. Paul. So, yeah, I said all that to say, I know that was a little long-winded, but I said all that to say, thank you, AD, and I wish you all the best success. You over there with my favorite player right now, so I hope y'all do make something shake. And I'll get into what I think about, what that can be in a second. Now, let me talk to my guys. I've been begging for LeBron to retire probably the last 2 to 3 years. And not because I feel like he's like this bad player, but because I'm ready to move on to the next chapter and for us to get started with whatever that may entail. You know what I'm saying? Let's get started on that and let's stop this hanging on by a thread spit, these play-in matchups and hoping maybe. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I've been kind of tired of that. Like, look, let's just put a plug on that. LeBron, thank you for coming over here and what you did and all of that. But, we need to move to the next chapter, bro. Like, you 40, bro. You're not playing for the next 5-6 years. You're just not. I know you probably feel like you can, but more than likely that's not going to be a thing. So let's just go ahead, pull the plug on that, and get started on whatever the next era entails, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about it because I'm like, damn, like how are we gonna make something shake? Because these niggas are always not bad enough to get a high draft pick, but then at the same time, it's like him and AD hasn't been enough to make that third guy, like that guy, come over here. And if there is people like that available, they're not like young enough to where it's like, okay, our future is, set for the future, right? So I feel like this was, in Dallas's terms, it was kind of like a short-sighted move of like, okay, we're just trying to win now. Yeah. And for the Lakers, it was like, look, we're setting up post-LeBron era. So regardless of what you guys may think of Luka is still a bona fide superstar, and he's one of arguably the top 5 guys in the league right this moment, and he's only 25 years old, right? So regardless of what his issues may be, what he needs to work on and all of that, he's 25 years old, right? So I kind of look at this transition. Ragu might find this blasphemous, but I'm going to say it anyway. But I kind of find this transition like when Shaq got up out of here, and then we got Kobe as the superstar. But it's probably going to take us 2 to 3 years to build a team around him to where it's like we can actually be championship contenders, right? So when LeBron decides to walk away, because Luka and LeBron don't fit at all, so clearly that's not right now. So I'm thinking about once Bron, like eliminate Bron away from this roster. So we're talking like next year, or probably no more than Bron will probably play one more year, do his farewell tour. Where that'll be, I don't know, but he's going to probably have his farewell tour next year, more than likely, in my opinion. So I think post that's when we're going to have to see what Pelinka is made of to begin to build a team around this 25-year-old superstar. Now, with that being said, we've seen what Luka has done when he has mid to barely good players around him. It ain't like Dallas was just losing and at the bottom of the Western standing. Luka was still getting in the playoffs and sometimes beating teams he ain't got no damn business beating. And we like, damn, how he beat them niggas? Right. Because Luka's just that great to where there was times where teams just couldn't game plan around him and do spit with him. So I think even in that time, just like with Kobe, when we were still able to play the Phoenix Suns instead as a 7 seed and all of that, we still had some fun moments during that time where we were still able to compete and make playoffs, even though we're still in the midst of trying to build a team. And I think that's pretty much where we're at. Pelinka made it clear, I'm building for the future instead of the win now mode. And it's a couple different ways he could be looking at it. On one side, I'm with y'all. I feel like sometimes Pelinka does get a little googly eyed when he sees a big name. And that was kind of like the reason why he brought Russell Westbrook over here in the first place. I think Pelinka just thinks, Laker mode just means whatever big name is out there, go get the big name, right? So you got that. But on the other hand, I do think he said, you know what? The time is now to where we got a superstar that's so good that even while I'm rebuilding, we could still be in the playoff mix. And now I'm selling to them, coming to Los Angeles, and we got this young gun superstar that you have a chance to win with and put yourself in a different esh because you're in the city of angels. So that means more opportunities. We see players like Kyle Kuzma, Shannon Brown, Austin Reeves, these type of guys who probably wouldn't even be talked about if they played somewhere else. And they're probably like damn near household names and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're playing for the Lakers. So I think the opportunity is there. I think this year is probably going to go down the drain a bit, just considering everything going on. I'll get into some of the other things like them talking about his weight and all that, condition or whatever. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I just feel like, did we strip away the chance to win right this second? Yes, we did. But I do think that I feel like we kind of got to give Pelinka a chance, trust him for maybe this next year or two, see what he's able to build around Luka. And then, if he don't do stuff from there, then it's like, all right, remember what Ice Cube say on Barbershop? Where he was like, if he drank the apple juice, kick his ass. If not, just squash it. That's kind of what I'm saying to y'all. If he don't get Luka a roster within the next 2-3 years, kick his butt. You know what I'm saying? If not, just, you know, in the meantime, just, you know, let him do what he do. Ragu, we're always able to somehow, some way get a guy to where it's like we ain't got no business getting. Even down to when we got the, you know, when they was crying about the number 1 pick that we got with James Worthy or Magic Johnson and, you know, and get Kareem. You know, it's
and I feel you with the rebuilding and staying relevant. So, I mean that's a good, you know.
Yeah, we got a guy for our next decade. Because I know, even though we've been good now, I know you've been thinking in the back of your mind, like, damn, what are we gonna do next though when these niggas is done? You know what I'm saying? AD's 30-something. Bron is all but done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you've been thinking that in the back of your mind. Like, what we gonna do next though?
Right.
We got somebody. I mean, what more can we ask for than a top 5 player in the league, Ragu? Somebody who's a bona fide superstar. You know what I'm saying? That can't nobody do nothing with. The Mavs can talk about the conditioning and all that shit all they want to. He's still one of 2 players in NBA history to average 27, 7, and 7 with the conditioning issues that y'all are claiming. So we can somehow get Luka to get that under control, because this might have been a gut punch. He just lost out on $100 million. Like, let's not forget that part, because he was due for a supermax. So that might have been a quick little gut punch. You know, maybe he can make it up in endorsements or something. But that's beside the point right this second. As of right now, he lost out on $100 million, so-called because of his conditioning. And, you know, Dallas made a very short-sighted move. Like, yes, they do have a good chance to win within these next couple of years. But when AD and Kyrie start getting in their mid-30s and late 30s, they might F around and they might end up regretting this decision, because it was very short-sighted. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of going to take a page out of the Philly book and just say to my brothers to trust the process.
All right.
But yes, you guys are absolutely right. From a basketball perspective, the Lakers got worse, Dallas got better. From a pure basketball perspective. And that's what and honestly, if I'm being real with you, Ragu, that's what I thought immediately. I didn't see we got Luka. I didn't just get all super excited like most of the Laker casual fans were doing. I didn't get excited immediately. I was trying to see, like, okay, something's going on. Like, what's, you know what I mean? Like, why would we do that right now? We're sitting at the 5th seed. Like, is this supposed to be a win now? Or, you know, why are you putting you know, I had all type of questions in my mind immediately. And it took a day. And that's probably another reason why I didn't answer anybody. I kind of needed to let it process for a second, which I did. And that's pretty much what I get out of right now. Now I see, you know, Dallas's GM, because he's trying to be able to, you know, walk outside in one piece. I feel like now he's kind of putting out all these stories about, oh, well, it was the conditioning and this, and trying to find every excuse in the world to explain why he did that bullshit he just did. Because I think deep down he knows that was some bullshit. And
they burn him at the stake down there in Dallas.
Yeah, they want his head on the swivel right now. I've seen some think pieces that some of them don't even care if they win a championship. They wanted to win with Luka. They wanted that Dirk Nowitzki moment from 2011. You know what I mean? Like, I've even seen some of that. So, you know, I feel like he's trying to put all of that out there. You know, I think he did a good job for at least doing something that can keep them competitive for at least the next 2 to 3 years at minimum. But yeah, he's probably going to pay for that later on.
So you saying if they win, what if they go on to win?
If they go to win,
the fans gonna be mad?
If they go to win, it might turn into like a 50-50 thing between fans. But I think he at minimum saves his job. I think that's what winning.
Of course he saves his job.
Yeah, he saves his job. Yeah, if they win a championship within his next 2-3 years, he saves his job. If they don't, not only is he gone, he will never get a job again in the NBA.
Wow.
That's what I think about that.
Wow.
Because, you know, as good as I think Dallas will be, there's still some question marks. One of my critiques, I just said that I've had some critiques of AD when he's been here. One of them has been that I feel like Bron has been trying to place the Lakers on a silver platter to him. Like, hey, take it. This team is yours. Like, just take over. This is your spit. You know what I mean? Like, I just need you to dominate. Be, you know, you've got potential to be the best player in the world. Like, go do that spit. Like, and just let me. I'll be off on the side, play off the ball, and all of that. But just take it. And it doesn't seem like AD was really receptive to truly taking that torch of like, all right, this is my spit. Like that real. I'm not talking about numbers. Just seeing that dog in them. Like, nah, this my spit right here. This is my squad. I'm gonna be the player to, you know, take this split over when Bron is gone. I don't feel like AD quite showed that he was willing to do that.
I think he needed Bron to actually leave.
For him to do that?
He probably wanted Bron to leave. Was waiting for Bron to leave.
I mean, well, now we'll never know, I guess.
We'll never know.
But, I mean, that's what I think, you know, one of my critiques of his is. So I bring that up because I'm like, okay, now you're on Dallas, right?
Right.
I think for the first thing Dallas needs to figure out before they get to the playoffs or any of that spit, they have a good roster. Mm-hmm. They need to figure out whose team that is. Who's going to be the guy? Who's going to be the one to, hey, we need you to take over the spit and this is your spit. Like, who's going to be LUKA? Because, you know, they both have been the best player on their teams at a certain point and didn't have much success as that. So we haven't really seen them in a position successfully of taking over and saying, I'm the number one guy on this team. And you're going to have to choose. They're going to have to figure that out. I don't know if it's going to be naturally. I don't know if they're going to have a conversation. But regardless of that, they're going to have to figure that out. And if they don't figure that out, I think that's going to be what holds them back from beating one of the elite teams in the NBA.
That's a good way to put it.
There's a lot of layers to this bit, man. It's, you know, again, this might be the craziest trade we've ever seen. This is, it was already reported that this is the first time in NBA history that two all NBA players from the previous season were traded for each other in the season. So this is clearly not a normal thing. And it's like I said, it's a bunch of layers to this that we'll probably be talking about, not even just this week, but probably just throughout these next couple of years of how this all pans out. As of right now, if you're asking me for a winner and loser of the trade, to me, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen as of right now. I feel like both teams, for what they probably were trying to get out of it, I would say that they both won the trade as of right now. But I think Dallas, especially if Dallas doesn't win, I think they're going to pay for this later. I do think they're going to have to cash this check at some point. And
what's winning look like for the Lakers?
This season?
Yeah, on this trade.
Well, I think it puts us.
Like,
I don't think it's much different. I think, I just like y'all said, y'all don't think Dallas is done. I don't think Pelinka's done either. I think he might have something else in his bag before the trade deadline. I know he probably doesn't have many assets, but he was able to hold on to a couple first-round picks that Dallas asked for. So maybe he's trying to, you know, kind of flirt with that to other teams to see if maybe they can get somebody else over there, whether it be this season or this off season, to start, you know, trying to like, okay, it's time to, you know, build around LUKA. But I think if just leaving it as is, I think LUKA is so good that, you know, he's been in the West. You just give him some solid guys, you know, he'll be able to at least put you in that, you know, 6th to, you know, 9th area. You know what I mean? Just keep you in the playoff mix somehow. And you know, in the meantime, just, you know, try to build upon that. All I think that happened is the Lakers turned into what Dallas has been all these years. That's all that really happened. It was just a transition. But at least we have, you know, if LUKA signs this extension, I think next season or the season after, we have our superstar for the future, man, and that's all. I mean, that's a great base for any team to start from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely rather have that than not. Certainly.
This is going to be an interesting process, like you just said.
For sure. As far as the shock, does this give y'all Herschel Walker vibes in any way?
Herschel to Dallas? I mean, to the Dallas trade?
Yeah.
For me, it was just kind of.
It was just business.
It was what I said with Jeannie, man. And let's not kid ourselves. I think the LUKA eliminating the Clippers a few times didn't hurt the transaction. You know what I'm saying? When Pelinka ran it up the chain to Jeannie, probably sold it as we bringing the Clipper killer to town. But
he definitely loves playing on that Staples.
I can't say to Herschel. I can't say Herschel.
Okay.
That was that shit right there. They fleeced the Vikings for Herschel, man.
Okay. And this I wouldn't call this necessarily a fleece. I just think, I just think it was very extremely short-sighted by Dallas of a move. Like, they weren't thinking about the future at all. They were thinking and I think they kind of eliminated the fans' connection. You know what I'm saying? They grew up with this guy. This guy don't know shit about America. You know what I'm saying? He came here and went straight to Dallas. That's the home. You know what I mean? That's where he's probably gone to all type of hospitals and built spit and charitable. You know what I mean? Probably got his favorite little spots to go to. He don't know spit, but Dallas. That's where he's built his whole eccentric at. Efron probably got his family out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all he knows. So this was deeper than just, it's just a player going to another city. Like, nah, this was a real fan connection. And I'm pretty sure Luka's really, hurt by this shit. Like, he's probably hurt. It's going to take him a minute to adapt to, what we bring to the table. And I think, another question we have to ask about Luka, is he going to be ready for this? Because everybody knows everything is magnified when you're playing under these LA bright lights. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the things that you get critiqued about or that he got critiqued about in Dallas, or people want to talk spit about certain things, or the internet think pieces, that's 100 times louder when you're playing in LA. You can get away with that when you in a smaller market and you're all that city knows. They're just grateful to have you. You know what I'm saying? You in the discussion of arguably the greatest player they ever had and spit like that. But when you come to the Lakers, you're just another guy.
You
know what I mean? Like, you have to prove yourself when you come over here to LA. It don't matter how good you are. LeBron won us a championship, and he's still fighting for acceptance in LA right this second. And he won a championship. And he has the argument for, greatest player ever, or even if you don't think that, you got him at least top 5. And he's still fighting for acceptance in Lakerland right now. So that's a whole nother level that Luka is going to have to deal with that I don't think he realizes than what he dealt with when he was in Dallas. Because he always had a safe haven. He can do no wrong with the fans in Dallas. But in LA, you have to prove yourself that you're worthy of, there's levels to this fit. If we do our all-time starting 5, I don't think you're on it, even right now.
Yeah.
And that's not a slight to Luka. That's, a testament
I'm just
to us.
being real. This is real. No, you ain't gonna be on no all-time great Laker great list right now. I ain't even fucking played the game yet. Yeah,
LeBron, I don't mean to beat the dead horse, but LeBron won a championship.
I think it's because of who he is. That's all.
You think LeBron split?
Yeah, that's probably why.
I
remember some Heat fans saying this in 2010, 2011, 2012, after he won him a 2-peat championship. I think it's just because it's LeBron. and his deeper ways and all of that shit. You know what I mean? It's like I said. It's I think if anybody else, if they were talented to come here to win like a couple championships with the Lake Town, they would be accepted. But I think it's just LeBron.
But what about with Anthony Davis? Like Anthony Davis, like don't get me wrong, like you know he like think about it. If Anthony Davis was to do from 2019 to now, if he was to do that for any other franchise, he would easily be in their top 5 all time as a franchise. AD's not even in the conversation for that with LA.
Well, look who we're talking about.
But that's my point. That's what I'm saying about Luka as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? There is a difference between that's what I'm saying. As far as the critique you're going to get from fans or the pressure you're going to get from fans is different. Right. You know what I mean? When you're a bona fide top 5 player in that team's history, you can do no effing wrong, and you're their baby. You came there at what, 18 years old?
18, yep.
Walk through the door, 18, 19, however old he was. Like, you're their precious gem. Like, you can do no effing wrong. Exactly. Versus on the Lakers, our fans is like, all right, nigga, show me something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Make 24 proud up there in the sky, nigga. You know what I mean? That and is it unfair? That's not for me to say, but that's what it
levels to it, man. You gotta really sit here and audition and make us proud. Like we gonna be them tough ones to be like, all right, that was all right. Right. You know, like you said, Dallas, oh yeah, platform and shit like that. But the LA people, they were like, yeah, all right. Stay consistent with it though. That's all we ask for.
That Luka could have went 20 years playing for Dallas, never win a championship, and he still would be their beloved hero.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not the same here. Dirk didn't have to win that 2011 championship. That was just the cherry on top.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we'll talk about this a lot more. This is yet to be seen, like Coop said. Yeah, as far as this season, I think the Lakers did kind of throw in the towel and say, we're not worried. I don't think that move was for this season at all.
Right.
Not whatsoever. I think this was a post-LeBron move. And considering them saying Bron didn't even know about it, I think it was probably a message to him of like, yeah, we're moving on, nigga. So, figure out what you're going to do.
About you no more.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly, cool. And, I know he has the no trade clause. So, it's not like we can just move him if we wanted to. Because I was thinking, if it would have been Bron for Luka, like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I mean? I'd have been raving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's perfect.
Yeah, now that would have been
But considering the NTC, that's not what we were able to do. So this is not a good fit basketball-wise. And I think, the writing's on the wall that next year is probably going to be Bron's last season. And it's possible that maybe he tries to go over there to Cleveland or something for the last ride, maybe take Bronny over there. I don't know. Like, I think it's possible that I think Bron is done. I think his farewell tour is next season. And it's time to start, and I'm not mad about it. Let's move on. Let's start building around Luka. We got time. And, then we'll go from there. Now, Pelinka does a dog water job, with getting that constructed. Like I said, then y'all kick his butt. But right now, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Ragu had to be Isaiah today. That's like when you be having them Raider conversations.
I mean, that's all we can do. I definitely did not like that shit.
Yeah, and we can holler because I'm sure
Kyrie would have made more sense instead of Luka.
I'm ready to move on from the Bron split, bro.
Yeah.
He's 40 years old. I'm ready to start looking in the future.
Yes.
We've made these 7 seeds, 8 seeds the last 2-3 years. Like Ragu always says, that's not Laker basketball. Yeah. Lakers are the types where it's like if we don't win 60 games that season, we like, damn, man, like I don't know this. That's us. You know what I mean?
That's a failed season.
And that's
plans and shit.
Yeah, that's what I want us to get back to. So, you know, if we're asking for any if they told us we could, if we got told as Laker fans, hey, you can choose any 5 superstars in the NBA of who you want to come to your team, Luka would be on that list. If you take everything into context, age, you know, how they play, success, just if you take everything into account, and we had 5 players to choose from of superstars in the NBA right now, Luka would be one of those 5 if we're being honest. Right. So we can't really ask for much better than that as far as a star for the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ragu, I'll holler at you off the record about where you really at with that trade, by the way. Because I know that's probably a family conversation.
Yeah, we just got to wait to see, man. Oh, AD. They're going to do well, man.
AD good. AD good, man. If I'm not mistaken, ain't he from Texas, too? Oh, no, Chicago. Chicago, my bad.
Yeah.
He's from Chi-Town. But, yeah, I mean, if Dallas, like I said, they figure out who's going to be the Batman and Robin, they're going to have to figure that out. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they're going to be looking like Miami in that first year. And once they get that down, they have the pieces around them. I'm going to give y'all a funny story, right? I'm watching the Laker-Knicks game, right? The Madison Square. And that was the first time, I promise you, I'm not lying to y'all, that was the first time that I actually looked at Max Christie and was like, you know what? I actually kind of like this guy. I've been watching him for years. Saturday night was the first time I looked at him and was like, you know what? Like he's actually kind of a good guy. I could see him as a cool piece. He got traded less than 2 hours after that.
You jinxed him.
I guess so.
Dallas was sitting there saying the same thing.
Yeah, exactly, Ragu. Exactly. They probably was
how they doing a while now.
The trade was probably already done, but he probably called Pelinka like, hey, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Throw this little nigga in there. You know what I mean?
Well, the Maverick official had that same thought you had another night.
Right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Because they said they talked about it when we played against them in December. I think they said. No, in January.
Yeah.
That's when
the conversation started. Like, would you do something like this? And they said, Pelinka said, maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah, and that's how that got started. And from what I hear also, if this makes y'all feel any better, they asked for a lot more than what Pelinka gave up. They wanted Dalton, and they wanted like 2 more first-round picks than what we gave them. Plus all the other stuff that they got. I think minus Max Christie, but they wanted Dalton and they wanted 2 more first-round picks. So I think Pelinka was able to negotiate better because they called us. So we had the leverage because, nigga, I didn't want to trade AD. You called me, nigga. You know what I mean? And from what I hear, they also gave a call to Milwaukee. So it's like y'all were on the low trying to shop this nigga. But y'all just didn't want to get out because you didn't want it to turn into a circus. So we'll leave it at that, man. I don't want to take up the whole episode because we technically can do a whole episode on that trade alone. So we'll move forth. Best of luck to AD, man. Shout out my nigga Kyrie, and I hope they are able to get them one. You know what I mean?
I will say that if the Lakers don't make it to the finals or far in the playoffs, I will legitimately be rooting for the Dallas Mavericks, bro. I will. Okay. Right. Anthony Davis was my guy, man. I like them, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that makes
nice
sense.
Kid, didn't get in no trouble or nothing out here, man.
Hey, and Ragu, me and you had a couple AD fights too. Some playoff games where I tried to critique him a little too hard, and you didn't jump to his defense a couple times too.
Man, the White Howard and JaVale McGee, man. That was my argument, man. When they had some big guys where he didn't have to do all that heavy lifting, he was the man, bro.
And now he got Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively as it stands right now.
Watch this. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch, y'all. I'm telling you.
And then we also got De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. I know Luka's probably just going to drown out every other trade after this, but you got De'Aaron Fox going to San Antonio, so I guess that's supposed to be the new 1-2 punch over there. De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, and Zach LaVine, who Chicago's been trying to ship for God knows how long. He's finally out of there, and he's on Sacramento.
Hey, ain't that crazy that DeRozan wanted to get out of Chicago because of LaVine, and now they back together again? What type of shit is that?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Sacramento plans to do a buyout, or who knows? It's still we still got a few days left until the deadline is over. But what's your thoughts on De'Aaron and Wemby?
I think De'Aaron and Wemby is going to be a great team. That's actually one of the landing spots I said that he could go to, besides like Utah and stuff like that too. So that's a good pickup for San Antonio.
I felt a way about him coming out and like saying he wasn't fucking with the Lakers. I don't know why, but I felt the way about that. I liked him before that. Now I'm like, fuck that little motherfucker. So I don't care where he got traded. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care now. You could have not been messing with the Lakers and not even said nothing though. You feel me? You didn't have to come out and make it. I don't know if that was him or his agent, but that rubbed me the wrong way. So screw De'Aaron Fox.
All right.
What's up, man? Hey,
no comment on what the fuck he gonna do at where he went.
He said, "Nah, man.
Motherfucker.
Ain't your daddy, and I ain't having it."
They was mad because they didn't draft him, I think. Don't you think, JC? You think that's what it is? The whole Lonzo Ball?
I mean, it could be, but I think as far as that went, like with Fox and Zoe, I think that was kind of what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I know Fox gave him the business in the Kentucky game and all that, but what was that, the Final Four?
Yeah.
I know he gave him the business and all that, but as far as like a actual point guard, as crazy as this may sound, I'd rather have Lonzo than De'Aaron Fox when Lonzo's actually healthy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a better point guard than De'Aaron Fox is, even though you could argue Fox is a better player and probably gets better numbers. He plays better basketball. He's a much better defender. I think he's a smarter player. And just the effort he gives, like I F for Zoe. So as far as what the Lakers were intending for Zoe to do, I think, Zoe was probably on that trajectory, but I think Bron kind of put a fork in that when he walked through the door. Because, Zoe was kind of like a little LeBron. So that's why I feel like that didn't work, because they play too similar. But yeah, like, I don't have no regrets with that. And I don't think they probably was tripping on that like that either. If you want to say somebody, it probably would be like Tatum or something. You know what I mean? Like if they was going to say, damn, we missed out on one. Tatum loved the Lakers. He bleeded purple and gold. You know what I'm saying? Super Kobe guy.
Yeah, him too.
That's probably who it was.
Yeah. I said that before too.
Yeah, man, and we got a last minute guy. Just hit the
What?
Damn.
What's going on? It's the motherfucking podcast. How beautiful today is.
What's up, Dre?
Damn, How
you doing, Ragu? How you doing, Marv?
Cool.
I was having a great day until this.
He said then the Boston fan had to come in.
Yeah, the punk ass Boston nigga just had to fuck it all up. Well, other than that, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I can't wait to get
voice
started talking about
like that.
Did you
because he thought he wasn't gonna make it today.
This nigga said, "I'm doing great, man." What the fuck is that?
That's called excitement. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
You just got home?
So catch me up. Yeah, I was at work, bro. We had 65 boxes, and then they told us at 11. They said, "Just kidding. We have 169 more coming." So pause. So,
yeah.
Once we knocked that out, bro,
that was wild, James. that was crazy. Crazy word,
that's
B.
crazy. Can't even use that word, and that's been in our vocabulary forever. That's crazy.
Now you sound like Chev, nigga.
Shout out to Chev, though. Shout out to my nigga, man.
Since you here, go ahead and give your thoughts on the breaking news, because we was actually finna go football, so you came perfect timing. And you already know what I'm talking about. What's your thoughts?
Yep, I couldn't believe it, bro. I thought that shit was fake at first. I was like, there ain't no way. But I was talking to one of my friends, and he pretty much said, like, in a way, simplified it. He was like, in a way, we got worse on defense, but he said offensive-wise, we got better.
I mean, I don't think you could really say that, though, because the defensive margin between AD and LUKA is way bigger than the offensive margin between LUKA and AD. So,
and this is also preparation for Bron's retirement. He's 25
years old. That's all it is, bro. To me, that's all it is.
And they're going to build around him.
And you know what? Let me say one more thing that I forgot to mention. And Ragu probably won't like this either as a Laker fan. And I probably shouldn't say this as a Laker fan, but politically incorrect, so I'm going to say it. I think with the viewership decline and just all the talk and everything going around in the basketball world, and the fact that this trade makes absolutely no sense for Dallas, in my opinion, that there's no, like, they've been trying to come out every 20 minutes with some type of way to try to justify it, and it's still not making sense. I think it's possible this could have been some under-the-table bullshit going on.
It had to be.
So where they're like,
do you believe that,
my good man?
Like on some, like, we're going to make sure that they got a guy in the future. we need Laker basketball to be at a certain level for the NBA in general to thrive. And I think it's possible that this could have been some under the, behind the scenes bullshit going on. Because this trade makes it from a Dallas perspective, is there anybody here who can make this trade make sense to me? Anybody?
Yeah, I tried to trade on 2K and they denied it. So that's none of this.
And then Marv on Instagram,
you could probably offer Bron and AD, and they probably would still deny that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They denied the hell out of that trade. Like,
there's certain players that in the middle dead smack of their prime, you're not just getting traded, especially when you just came off a finals run.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
That I dare somebody to make this make sense from Dallas. Yeah, there's either way more to the story that we don't know yet, but what makes me think that it's not with as far as like between LUKA and Dallas is because why is this GM doing so much damage control? Yeah. Keep trying to tell different stories. Oh, it's the conditioning. Oh, he was owed 345. Like, nigga, that's a discount for LUKA. What the F are you talking about? You have no franchise without LUKA. What are we talking about? So you're not making sense. They're not making sense. So because of that, that's another layer to it. I think it's possible that this was some,
inside BS.
One of the moves, yeah. One of the moves that, the Lakers are able to pull off once every decade or two. What you think, Ragu? Am I warm or what you think?
I don't want to add to the Lakers, the Lakers fleecing the league story. But it could be something like that, bro. It could be.
I'm just saying they need to make it make sense. I don't appreciate being pissed on and calling it rain.
And the incessant dancing by the GM is suspicious. That's
right. It seemed like, look at your phones. Every 20 minutes, there's a new story coming out from this nigga talking about one of the reasons why he did it. If you did it, nigga, stand on it with your 10 toes in your chest and say, nigga, I did it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. LUKA's gone. I felt this was the best move for the team, and I stand behind it. I put my dollar behind it.
Or the owners told me that they wasn't going to pay him.
That they didn't want to give him that $350.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Just stand on it. If that's what it is, stand on that split. But when you putting these stories out, That's damage control. It's like, okay, now I feel like it's some bullshit.
We not stupid. The people not stupid.
Right.
Yeah, like it just seems like every time, like you said, when he posted like, oh, it was his weight, it was this, it was that. It's like, dude, say you just made the fucking trade. Stop making. He's like making all these excuses. It was this, it was that. Like, you made the trade.
And the fact that, because there's no, like I said, there's no excuse, because if you want to say it's because of the conditioning, he's still averaging 28, 8 and 8 with that bad conditioning. If you want to say it's the conditioning, he still just went to the NBA Finals with that conditioning that you're complaining about. And he didn't have an NBA Finals roster, if we're being honest. Like, let's be completely effing honest. So, what else? You want to say it's because of the money? Okay, you could have waited until this summer. You still have the control. If you say Luka is available for grabs, nigga, your phone gonna be off the rails the whole entire summer, every single day, with somebody trying to figure out a package to get that man. There's not a single team in the NBA that's not going to call you at least once.
There's going to be all different type of stories circulating these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, because he's trying to justify the bullshit he did. Nigga, stand on it. Nigga, have some cojones. Stand on what you did. But because you're doing that, like I said, I feel like there's probably some bullshit going on, and this probably a cover-up.
It's got to be.
It's like he made the trade and then wasn't like he didn't fully think this through type of thing. And then I feel like you're sitting there like, shit, what did I do? Fuck.
These niggas made it like it was some type of fantasy.
Or it's what JC
I'll trade you Luka for AD.
Marv, exactly.
Ain't that shit crazy? Like it's like some fantasy basketball type shit.
Yeah.
JC, I'll trade you AD for Luka.
Literally.
Like that's not no normal ass trade. Like, come on.
Not. And like I said, from a basketball perspective, yes, it's a fine trade. But once you put the context around it of who it is, how young he is, and all it's like that. The trade for Dallas to me makes no sense. You have a chance to win right now, but if y'all don't win, I know. Yeah. Okay. I feel like it's gonna be so bad. Dallas is probably gonna F around and actually lose fans, and not on no bandwagon stuff. I'm talking die-hard fans are probably gonna be like, you know what, I'm cool.
Well, there's some tall ones.
Oh yeah.
They feelings hurt.
I need to talk to some of my Dallas family now that I think about it. See where they at right now.
AD is a fantastic player, man. I don't know, they getting some.
He's a good rim
rebounding
protector.
and some scoring.
No, but you're right, Ragu. But I'm saying
they freeing up Kyrie at times.
But right. I think it's deeper as far as this is not like, okay, it's like you get a ring now, but then it's like, then what? If you even get a ring, but even if you win a ring now, then what?
Yeah, what's gonna happen now?
And then while Luka, you saying that's it?
I'm saying that's the goal, though, right? That's what we're doing here. You should be happy as hell.
I think that city got emotionally attached to Luka. Think about it. What if Kobe gets traded to Chicago in 2007, and then we win one ring in like 2009 or 2010? Does that feel the same to us?
No. So, all right, that's where I'm getting shit fucked up. He's Kobe to them.
Right. Absolutely, 100%.
That's where I'm trying to. I can't get there, but okay. And I feel you. No, I feel you. Multiple time All-Star, All NBA. Yeah.
He took the torch from their previous franchise guy. That's personal.
Yeah,
that's personal to them. Dirk personally passed the torch to him. They saw it.
And I just saw this thing too. It said Luka spent, not that it probably matters, but Lucas just bought a $15 million home before that trade went down.
And AD just bought a $30 million home in
Vegas.
Hey, it'll be here.
Right. Yeah, I mean, AD, that's not probably a big deal for him because most celebrities live in LA anyway. That's probably more so an issue for Luka. Yeah. It's gonna be hard trying to sell that house.
I read a comment on today that said sell your home to 80. I was like, that just bought a 30 million. No way.
Right. Yeah, right. That nigga like, I'll stay in the Airbnb for the year. I'm good.
Exactly.
All right. I know all this trade news and basketball kind of hijacked our Super Bowl preview, but we'll get to our regular schedule programming and get ready for New Orleans. Oh, my bad. One more thing.
Good job, Adam. I know you're so happy.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, Ragu. That's all I was saying. So, yeah, before we get into the Super Bowl preview, we got one football-related news that went completely under the radar again because everything's been hijacked by basketball right now. Myles Garrett officially requested a trade today.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Well, since they trading bullshit, why don't we just trade him to the NBA, trade him to the Lakers for a first round draft? And he could be our big guy. How about that?
Nah, cool.
Hey, Garrett really be hooping though.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bring him to the NBA,
trade him to the Dodgers. The Dodgers the one that got everybody.
I was about to say they got everyone over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From pitchers.
What's your thoughts on that situation though?
Man, he's not trying to be a part of no rebuild. So when he said that, I'm like, yeah, something's going to happen.
Do y'all think they're in a rebuild mode right now?
They're in desperate mode because they don't know what to do.
In the middle one, yeah. They're going to get a quarterback, right? Young guy.
I think they're going to trade back.
And Myles Garrett is probably looking
that's the spot where Vegas is going to go to get Shador?
They're going to trade back to y'all, right, bro? I ain't going to lie to you.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at him.
Yeah,
because you're stuck at the quarterback situation.
Yeah,
you got some people
that's too much
say they want to stick with Jameis, and then you got some people that want to draft a quarterback, and they need to stop doing that.
You said Jameis.
They don't know what to do with these quarterbacks. Stick with the person that you know. Stick with Jameis. See what he can do.
We seen what he
That's what I'm saying. They're in desperation.
Ain't nothing going on with Jameis. Y'all still believe in that?
What y'all? I'm just saying, like, I don't know, bro. Like I said, they're in desperation mode.
I thought you were saying desperation mode because
they
of
are
the money that they owe to Sean.
But look what they could do. If they did trade, just hear me out. Mm-hmm. Let's say they did trade Myles.
Okay.
And the pick.
Okay.
And go with Jameis and just take all those picks that you're going to give from Myles and or that giving up that second pick overall.
Right.
And truly rebuild the team, man.
And I feel too for Garrett, kind of what Marv kind of just said in a way. He was like, he's tired. He's probably, he's this far in his career. He's tired of rebuilding every couple of seasons. He's over it. He wants to compete and win. And he wants to do it consistently.
At some point, the athlete has to just say what he wants to do, man. That's this case right here. Of course, you want to keep this guy.
He made his money. Yeah.
Of course, you want to keep this guy.
Right.
But Myles, he got drafted, number 1 overall, the whole thing. He did his time there. He re-signed there. It just hasn't happened. It's almost like I was going to say Max Crosby, but Max was a 4th-round pick that Gruden and
Garrett was number 1, right?
Yeah, that Gruden and Mayock and Rob Marinelli took a chance on. You feel me? Right. So I can see Max feeling a little more gratitude towards the Raiders, but Myles
fell into their lap. Yeah,
Myles was the undisputed guy of the draft, and if you didn't get him, you was stupid, right? That was the. Remember, he said, whoever don't draft me, I will destroy you. Yeah. So it's a little bit different. And he did his time there. And they have been to the playoffs and then really downhill from there. So
it's like
he's one of my favorite players. So
it feels like they peaked at that 11-win season, man. Crazy.
And then the whole thing with my guy, Deshaun. And shout out to Justin Tucker for taking a little heat off my boy Deshaun.
Dang. Yeah,
I definitely don't see the same. I definitely don't see the same think pieces out there, but we'll leave that alone.
Hey, JC, no, you better preach, young man. It ain't nowhere near the intensity. The intensity is nowhere. All right, man.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone for now.
Are you really surprised though?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin Tugger.
So yeah, we'll
I gotta come up with a nickname for him too.
That's it.
I think I've seen him.
Yeah, this nigga. All right.
Oh man, Paul.
Oh, bro, that shit wild, man.
Oh man, yeah, Justin. No wonder why you been missing kicks and shit.
Yeah, probably been trouble at the home because of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Super.
Or he was stressed out because his name was out there and he couldn't get into no more spot. Let me stop. Y'all supposed to stop me. Too. Y'all supposed to stop me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like it's refreshing to hear somebody talk shit.
Yo, shit, Ragu.
Somebody stop me, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Where do y'all think would be? And I'm saying taking everything into account. Let's take the fan hats off right now. Just taking everything into account: cap space, positioning, and draft capital, all that shit. Where do y'all think is a good place for Garrett to land?
That's kind of difficult to
Hey, you know what I'm saying, man.
That's why I gave that disclaimer just for you, Ragu.
You know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
he's gonna say bring him to the Raiders.
You cheating when you say that, bro.
Hey, we talking about having a lockdown defense, bro.
Because you mean to tell me you wouldn't take him on the Rams?
I mean, anybody would take him. That's why I said realistically. Anybody would take him. Oh,
that's difficult, man. I'll answer that next week for you.
all right.
I'll answer that next week for you, bro. I gotta seriously think on that, though. I haven't had no time.
I want him to be a Raider, opposite of Max.
If he's saying he's not trying to be a part of no rebuild, but why do you think the Raiders would be an option?
Yeah,
see him in Minnesota.
I had the same record they did.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
He said he didn't want to be part of a rebuild in Cleveland. He didn't say nothing about Las Vegas.
This nigga.
Hold on. I'm the fuck out. What are we talking about here? That's even worse. Going to that situation.
And then
y'all ain't even built a construction site yet. I'm gonna say it.
And then
he could possibly go. Dre said that's a good one. Vikings would be a good one. If he really wants to seriously go to a contender and like win.
Can you see him in maybe Detroit? Who having?
Oh,
not really because Aiden coming back.
Oh yeah, Aiden. That's right.
Where would he be? And that line is pretty much stacked.
I mean, they got what? Zadarius, Aiden.
Yeah, Zadarius, Aiden. Yeah, that's just too. What would you give up for him?
That's too much.
They don't really have any draft.
They don't need picks.
Rams and Eagles could be a good one.
We got edge rushers too, nigga. What you mean?
You said what?
Got edge rushers too, nigga. What you mean? Said Detroit don't need him. Why we need him?
Who's y'all edge rusher? Y'all got
Byron Young and Burt.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me look into that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking like if he wants to go to a contender. Yeah.
Maybe the Ravens.
Yeah, that's a really good spot.
But I don't know if they're going.
Oh, you know what? If he stays in the AFC North, that'll be.
Oh yeah, never mind. He's not going. Yeah, they're not going to trade him to the division.
The Eagles can't have everybody, bro.
That's true.
So let's go. We're gonna go Kuntz to the Eagles when the Raiders don't re-sign him and get Myles Garrett. No. We're gonna lock down the AFC.
Who's
We're gonna get Justin Fields and Najee Harris.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Niners? They got a lot of free agents.
We're gonna run that Chip Kelly with Fields.
It sounds good.
We're gonna be one of the leading rushing teams in the National Football League.
It sounds good.
We will go 10-7.
Sound good.
What about the Niners, Coop?
The Niners sounds good.
They got some
sounds more realistic too.
We go 10-7 and win a playoff.
Sounds more realistic than this Raiders shit.
All right, watch what I say.
Watch what you say.
Make it happen, Spike Tech.
I told you. You my guy. You my dog. I love you.
If he said he wants to go to a contender,
I'm not falling for this.
I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to, Coop. But you know that I'm
just getting out of rehab because of you. I'm just getting out of rehab because of you.
When the player comes available, he needs to come to Vegas, bro. You already know this is going to be said.
Listen, what did I just say?
So what about the second team?
I'm just checking out of rehab.
Oh, all right, second team. All right.
When you put the football cap on him, like, where can I see this as a good fit? Oh,
damn! Hold on.
Detroit.
That KELCE shit does make sense, though.
It does. Yeah. Now you warming up.
Right. Super Bowl. I'm not. I can't fall into this. I can't fall into this trap no more. Now you got me over here thinking like that shit.
What about the Chiefs?
That was an edit.
Yeah. What if they find a way to swing it?
False.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even want to say that.
I didn't want to say that either.
He was like that.
I mean, I can see it.
I can see it too. Houston would be.
They do play a lot of 4D lineman sets too.
Houston would be a great place for him.
He would fit right in there. Houston. Oh, there we go.
Houston.
Texas. Yeah.
Houston.
Buffalo.
I think I see Buffalo
playing
a lot of 3 linemen
Houston got what's
sets.
his name though, right? Don't they got Denali?
Forgot about that. Yeah. And Anderson too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Anderson.
That's right.
Yeah, we just thinking about like.
Unless they move him to the inside, because I mean Garrett can play some tackle. But
that's true. It's gonna be interesting to see where Miles go.
It is.
It's just if we're talking contenders, it's only but a handful.
Just get him out our division, please. That's all I'm saying.
He's like,
I don't care where he goes. Get him the hell out the north. And if he goes to Baltimore, I'm definitely scared.
They're not gonna trade him to Baltimore. That's out the question.
I feel like they're gonna trade him to a division rival.
They probably would. They'll probably trade that nigga to the Chiefs before the AFC North. Just so they
don't speak that into existence.
I'm just saying. And I think like y'all be so mad at the Chiefs and spit or teams doing that with the Chiefs, but I think that's what it really be. They like I would rather give them to the Chiefs than to have to deal with this nigga in my division. So then they let them go elsewhere.
What the Titans did, they was like,
we don't want to deal with this nigga. You can go over there.
They traded D Hop. They was like, nah, because at first they was like, they
definitely not trading him in the division. So
they was like, we could trade him to the Colts or something. I was like, nah, we ain't about to deal with this nigga twice a year.
Right, exactly.
The Colts, could the Colts be a team?
Colts could be a good team, Miles.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. 100%. But
what about the Patriots?
He would have to believe in the. Yeah. Anyway, he would have to believe in the in what the Colts got going, like that they got something to where they can, go
to New England,
make lemonade out of lemons. Like he would have to, they probably have to sell something to him. You know what I mean? Because that would be a project, and he, I'm sure he wants to go to a contender. And he deserves it. He's been one of the best players in the league. At least the last 5-6 years.
And Garrett has already, at this point of his career, he's made the money. Now he's looking for a ring.
Yep. He wants to win. All right. Let's get into it, man. Been a lot of drama that took light away from the Super Bowl. So let's try to wheel it back. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going for that three-peat. We got City of Brotherly Love. This is a rematch of one of the greatest Super Bowls we've ever seen. So,
I don't know about all that, but yeah. All right.
What? Give me 5 better right now.
Excuse me?
Give me 5 better right now.
Steelers and Cardinals.
Patriots Falcons.
That was 15 years ago. The other day. I'm just saying there was an anniversary the other day.
That's what I'm saying. That was one of the greatest Super Bowls. Like
that was classic.
It was Cardinals.
You got
New England, Atlanta.
Okay.
That was definitely a classic.
Okay. You got a case there.
If you want to get technical, Baltimore and 49ers was definitely the light.
Yeah, in 2013.
That was a double.
Yeah, it was 34.
That wasn't better than that right there.
Yes, it was.
Niggas put on a show.
Ain't no talking to you, bro. Go ahead. You can.
Wasn't the Niners getting they wig beat in until the lights went off?
And then they almost came back. They made it a game.
The Chiefs and Eagles came down to the last play, cool.
Bruh, off of fluke-ass pass interference call?
Bengals, Rams?
Both quarterbacks put up over 300.
Okay, Jason. You and I got different
Rams. That was a pointer.
Yeah, go ahead. You got that one, bro. I ain't gonna get into it with you. Yeah. But go ahead. Continue.
Anybody would say that was one of the greatest Super Bowls ever.
I mean, that's you. That's you.
It's not just me. It was literally said as one of the greatest Super Bowls ever. So it's not just me.
Give me a receipt that says that, and then we'll talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got you tonight. I will send you a collage of videos stating that was one of the greatest Super Bowls ever. And I personally feel like that's one of the greatest Super Bowls ever.
If you say so. Go ahead.
What do the Eagles need to do to win this game?
Honestly, I want to start with the defense on this one. They need to find a way to trap and contain Mahomes. Don't let him get mobile. I know it's easier said than done, but when he gets out the pocket, that's when he does the most damage. That's when he can extend plays.
Yeah.
When you let him extend plays, that's when you've already lost.
Yeah, you have. Yep.
Your right and left edge rushers, they need to compile. They need to compact that. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him move. And then, of course, the secondary needs to do their part and just not get burnt, or they have to defend well in pass coverage. They absolutely have to. They got to take care of the run.
And they should have
run a lot.
They should have a couple extra seconds because of how good that is.
And now also too, Mahomes doesn't run the ball a lot, but so far, at least for this postseason, he's been doing a little bit of running. So now that's something else.
He doesn't run a lot, but it seems like he knows when to run at the right exact time, and it seems to be at the time that's pretty much F's you up. Because he don't be thinking about running, but he'll do it if he needs to. And
then offensively, I mean, they just need to execute. When they get in the red zone and goal to goal, you need to execute in those, you need to execute in those areas. Don't turn the ball over. Dear God, don't turn the ball over against this Chiefs team.
And not just run 10 tush pushes when you get down there either.
Yeah. And if you can't, and then obviously, defensively, if you can, we always preach it on the show, don't just force turnovers, but see if you can get points off those turnovers.
That's much easier said.
Than done, yeah. But if they want this Super Bowl that bad, if they want to beat the Chiefs, then they have.
I'm not gonna get off. Dre kind of said some things like not too X and O-y, but he kind of got detailed. I'm just going to say this. Make that shit no doubt against these dudes, man. You have to pound these guys. If you get up by 2 scores, try to go up 2 more scores.
Right.
You got to beat these dudes by more than a touchdown. You got to be up more than a touchdown when the game is coming into its last final minutes of the game against these guys. Get up on them and get up big. Paul, bro. That's however you do it is how you gonna do it. You do it with the guy that's been running all over the league all year, right?
Yeah, you got to run that ball. You can't run away from the ball because the Chiefs are weak at the run defense.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say, JC.
Anything you want to add, Coop?
No, I just feel like you got to run the ball. Just run the ball. You got to run the ball. Like I said, they're weak on that.
Don't abandon it.
You got to run. You got to run it.
Well, if they get down, that's usually how that goes. They start getting nervous and then making Jalen put the ball in the air, which they'd be doing a favor. not in a disrespectful way, but they'd be doing them a favor because you're not giving it to the guy who had 2,000 yards this year. So,
well, if you want to lose, do that. But I feel like you got to run that ball.
What the Chiefs need to do to win this game?
Hey, the refs. Let's keep it real. The script is already written. You remember what that referee said in the Eagles and Washington game? I will be gladly to award a touchdown if this keeps happening. And I can
he was annoyed. They was six times. Like, God damn.
Yeah, I can see some shit like that happening. They don't get it on 4th and goal, and then all of a sudden, boom! I would be gladly to award them.
I ain't gonna lie, that is funny though. Like, damn, what if that was a setup for the Super Bowl, just in case they do that to the Chiefs or something?
I don't know what Andy Reid got up his sleeve though, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, I'm just gonna go to Miami, make my money, and I'm happy. That's all I care about. Making bread.
What you think, Ragu?
The Chiefs need to keep it close. And if they have the ball with the game on the line, man, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what time it is.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that's the battle. Just keep it within reach to where, like you said, like the Eagles have to keep it, no doubt. But if the Chiefs just keep it within arm's distance, they should be all right.
Well, keep it to where they can drive to win the game at the end. So yeah, you want to stay close with Philly.
Just like that sounded like last year.
And Philly, that happened against Philly the last time.
And
right?
Yeah, the last 2 years.
So and I know that's what they thinking as coaches.
And they're gonna be ready for that little zig split that they just won 2 straight Super Bowls on. They should be preparing for that. That's what I think that the Chiefs should at least attempt to execute, and the Eagles should try to, they're probably working on that all week, but also be ready for the pivot because, Andy Reid is too smart of a savant football mind to just let you know exactly what the plan is going to be and allow you to just only prepare for that. But, because they're studying the sets.
Let you know what the plan is.
Yeah, but be ready for it, especially, if that's one of his favorite go-tos in the crunch moments, you know what I'm saying? Be ready for that type of split, the little trickery.
And honestly, too, the Chiefs just really can't shoot themselves in the foot either.
Yeah.
Just don't put
Stop
yourself.
all that letting niggas get off on you right away type
Pause.
Pause. Yeah, I was trying to slide, but Ragu wouldn't let it. But yeah, don't if you can't put yourself in a position to where you gotta come back like you do damn near every Super Bowl that you've been in. Every Super Bowl that they've won, they were down 7 to 10 points at some point in time. And they end up finding a way to crawl back. I think you got a very hungry Eagles team, a very determined and motivated Barkley, and I feel like you shouldn't play them games this week. I really do.
Yeah, defensively though, I feel like the Chiefs they have a lot on their plate dealing with Saquon.
So I have a 2-part question. Is there anybody here that has Travis KELCE as the greatest tight end of all time?
No.
For some reason, I just cannot do
it. Jerry? Well, I ain't gonna ask Jerry. I know.
Yeah.
So, is there anything this game can do to change that for y'all?
I mean, he probably is though. Actually, it's just I'm kind of hating probably. Might be hating a little bit.
He is.
I might be hating a little taste, but this game, yeah. If he just, just go off. That was go off.
That was cemented.
Or touchdown.
Like if you get like a Super Bowl MVP or something like that.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Coop, is there anything he could do for you?
No. Mm-mm.
Is he just? Are you just?
He'll be tired.
I'm sure you got Gronk, right?
No.
Oh wow.
Hell no. Fuck Gronk too.
So who got the greatest tight end of all time?
My nigga Shannon Sharp. He did everything. He blocked, played receiver, and fucking tight end. And he got 3 Super Bowls. His numbers may be like he still may be in the team.
3 Super Bowls too.
Who?
KELCE got 3 Super Bowls too.
Gronk can block.
And KELCE got 3 Super Bowls?
Yeah, he does. And how many does Gronk have?
I believe 3. He went 49, 51. Oh, yeah, 4. No, 3.
What about Tampa Bay? Don't forget the Tampa Bay one.
That's what I'm.
That's 3 then. That's probably 3.
3. All right.
Yeah.
So they still tied with Shay Shay.
Well, 4. 2015, 2017, 2019, and 2021.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was 4.
Shannon Mongrave.
So my question to you, Coop, is there anything?
There's no change.
So there's no possible way he could ever catch.
There's no changing it for me. Like I said, y'all got y'all goals. I got mine. Shannon's always be my goal. There's no changing that. No changing that. What he did for the game.
So where do you have KELCE ranked as the
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you. No.
He said not today.
Keep it moving. I ain't doing that with you, bro. I don't give a fuck about KELCE. I don't give a fuck about Gronk. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm sticking with my guy. Shay.
What about Tony Gonzalez?
Now that's a conversation.
I'll just throw it out there to see.
That's for a whole nother episode.
That's a conversation.
No jewelry.
Yeah, no jewelry, but no jewelry. That's a conversation.
Damn, he said. So Gonzalez get a conversation, but the niggas with 3-4 Super Bowls don't get it.
No, not
that's up to.
Not a conversation for me. Maybe there's other people on the platform. Not for me. My guy, like I said, I love you to death, but no conversation with them guys, brother. No.
Jerry,
it's like you're not changing my mind.
Jerry, I know you got all the bias in the world with this conversation, but from a realistic standpoint, is there anything KELCE can do in this game or going forth, period, plus this game, that can put him as the GOAT tight end for you?
To put him as the GOAT tight end? I mean, obviously he's got, if he wins, Sunday, he's got another chip. I mean, I feel like I feel like Travis KELCE is, I don't think there's really much he can do because there's just too many good tight ends that have come in and out of this league. Like, there's.
It's on the wild, bro. I guess Chris Brown was right.
Stupid.
These hoes ain't loyal, man. Stick to your guns, man. What you doing, Dre? Stay loyal, nigga. If Gronk coach,
there's nothing.
Do it.
There's nothing because you got to realize Travis KELCE, the one but you got to realize too. I don't think there's really much he can do to get a conversation. It's just too his block.
So it's because Gronk blocked a lot better to y'all. No matter how good KELCE's numbers are in the Super Bowl, are y'all saying that no matter how good them numbers get, you still didn't block as good as
JC?
Gronk?
These guys had the greatest QBs of all time.
That's fair.
Yeah, they had the top QBs in the game.
And Shannon Sharp had multiple quarterbacks.
I mean, Elway,
Yeah,
but
Elway.
he
Elway's
also
that nigga.
won.
Elway's the
He
nigga.
also won with a bum. Who was that guy?
Dilfer.
Ravens. Who was that?
Dilfer.
Dilfer. That's what I'm saying. That's what separates him from me.
He won with
He
Dilfer.
won that one with Dilfer.
That's not a bad argument.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Fucking Dilfer.
and the reason why I know Ragu said he don't have his jewelry, but Gonzalez also made Trent Green as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He didn't play with exactly the greatest QBs of all time, Tony Gonzalez.
Exactly. You know, I can throw Ryan.
I mean, because is there?
Yeah,
I mean,
Matt
I know
Ryan.
I know it's a hypothetical, but is Gonzalez trajectory any different than KELCE if he got to play with Mahomes his whole career, or most of it, not his whole career, but most of his career?
Nobody never asked me that before.
Because he did have a year with Alex Smith.
Damn.
And he was good.
Right.
And he was good.
He definitely was.
True.
I'm not going to sit
But
here
here's
and
the thing.
discount him.
He did good with that year, Alex Smith.
Yeah.
He did solid.
But your question is, if he don't get with Mahomes, are we even talking about this?
I'm saying, I think the reason I was asking is like, what is the big difference between him and KELCE? Like, if Gonzalez gets Mahomes for majority of his career, I mean, like, is it like Mahomes loses more or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, or is it the same split?
I mean,
Good question.
that's a good question.
That's a good ass question.
He ended up developing a rapport with him and all that. Yeah,
we see Mahomes get these mid receiving corps is still out there winning Super Bowl. So,
Right.
You give him a guy like Gonzalez, you're not telling what the F happened.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, KELCE is him.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If you just remove him, does KELCE have something to his dynamic that's just above what you guys seen from Tony Gonzalez in his career? If there's
Not really.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Not really. Definitely no athleticism or nothing like that.
Yeah, and I don't take nothing from KELCE because he was that dude in college too. To play two different.
Oh, he was a quarterback in college.
He was, but he got in trouble, and they brought him back as a tight end.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Then he went to the league and did this?
Yeah.
went to the league.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. I take nothing from him, but
So he got in trouble.
Yeah, he was a quarterback, got in trouble.
And the only reason that they even allowed him to do that was because of his brother.
Yeah, his brother.
Jason, yeah.
And look, I put my credibility on the line. If y'all give my little bro another chance, he's learned from it. He's gonna be good. Like, I put my whole entire credibility on the line for my little brother right now. Just give him his last chance. And you saw what happened.
And he took it well with that last chance.
So they still didn't want to do it, Ragu. We would have never even got this.
And I hate
it reminds me of something we was talking about earlier with Fang. Yeah. Don't throw a kid out in the trash, man, just because he makes a mistake, man.
I think it was weed or partying or something like that.
Right?
I hate to even bring this up, too.
I hate to say
if Aaron Hernandez hadn't went to jail, Gronk wouldn't be shit either.
Why you say that? They were good together, wasn't they?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but Aaron Hernandez was getting way more looks than Gronk.
So you don't think he would have emerged to do?
I don't think he would have emerged at all. If Aaron Hernandez hadn't done that stupid shit he did, then yeah, he would probably.
Oh wow!
Gronk talks.
That's a take.
You got to realize though too. At that time, Aaron Hernandez, you're right. Brady was targeted.
Belichick loved Hernandez.
That he targeted him every single possession. It seemed like.
And Belichick loved Hernandez, so yeah, it wouldn't be no Gronk.
Brady too.
He requested a trade. Bill told him no. You're staying right here. What?
You requested a trade before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's how you know. Like Bill told him, he was like, "No, I'm not trading you just because."
Wow. So Bill think he saw that switch. Like he's really that nigga.
He was like, y'all crazy.
He was that dude. He was that dude in Florida though. So yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no Gronk talk if he hadn't did what he did. So many Patriots fans get mad at me when I say that. But I love pissing their fan base off because I don't care.
What conversation are we having about Jalen? If he balls out in this game, like balls out like he did last time, but actually wins. Keep in mind, there's only 2 quarterbacks in all of the NFL who have ever beaten Mahomes in the playoffs. There's only 2 guys. Jalen would be the third. If
this host of this show has talked down on Jalen Hurts in the past. So I would think that he, for one, would be somebody that would come out and say something if Jalen is able to pull it off.
You should be paused. You should be the first one to say something.
This nigga Ragu don't forget switch.
You should be the first person to say something, JC, if it does happen.
He gonna try to slide the little polite. What we gonna say about Jalen?
Yeah, ain't no we. I never once did it on Jalen.
I mean, it's the Super Bowl preview. We gotta holler about legacies and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel you. But no, don't try to turn that around, nigga. You're right. You gotta be the first one to be like, matter of fact, after the Super Bowl,
I want to
be fair. Hold on.
You start the show off.
Hold on. To be fair, it should be on record that I didn't criticize him other than the fumble. I didn't criticize him in his last Super Bowl appearance. Like I said,
I remember talking about him being limited.
I gotta stick up for JC on that one. That is true. That is true. Right?
So I did give him that.
No, cool. Don't give him that, man.
No. Because the reason why, Ragu, I got to because it's on tape. We can always go back to the tape and look at that.
I got some other stuff from the guy on tape, though.
Before that, though.
Not pause. I'm just saying. I remember some talk of Jalen being limited or not being really like that.
And you used to say something every time, like, "Damn, JC, we heard you the first 5 times."
So that's all I'm saying, JC. You know, I remember, man.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna have you be the first guy.
Have I said that about him all playoffs? Because I could have, and I left it alone.
You didn't say nothing.
I gave Barkley his respect. Jalen's not losing it for him, and I left it alone. I could have still been saying that right now. So I'm not as heavy on Jalen as I usually was. Paul.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that because he kind of went under the radar with, the Eagles just being consistently dominant in these past few years or whatever. So I'm asking for that reason of where do we have him as one of the quarterbacks in the league? Because we haven't been hearing his name often, but his team has been winning. Or are people just trying to treat him like it's like a Purdy type situation?
Trying to treat who?
Jalen, like it's like a Purdy type situation.
But he got paid though, so it's a little different.
That's true too.
He got paid already.
So I got one for that. Jalen Hurts is McNabb without.
Oh, Marv, that's hilarious.
Wait a minute, cool. Wait, finish it out.
Jalen Hurts is Donovan McNabb without Saquon Barkley.
I love it.
You can make those into shirts.
Because you know why? Donovan had a hell of a performance against the Patriots too in that Super Bowl. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. Could this be the same?
He had T.O. in that game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Could this be one of your scenarios that the Jimmy G shit? Could this be that if he don't get it done? Now he really has to win because that's a good question. See, you're asking what would that do for his legacy if he
where do we? I don't even gonna say legacy. I'm gonna say just for right now, like because it seems like Jalen kind of goes under the radar because we talk about the other extremely elite guys that are sitting at home right now.
Yeah.
So, i.e., Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even Jared Goff probably get a little more love than Jalen do, at least this season.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You would have to have a show about that, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely seriously have to sit down
to the table.
Yeah, it's gonna be a round table talk, bro. Maybe in person.
Again, there's two quarterbacks to beat Mahomes. Tom Brady, who most consider the greatest quarterback of all time.
Right.
And y'all boy that y'all have self-proclaimed as Joe Shiesty. It was the only two quarterbacks to beat Mahomes.
There we go.
Man.
And there's no shame in saying that. The only nigga I lost to is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Joe Burrow. Probably arguably the best quarterback in the league right now.
Same. So what does that say about Jalen? You know what I mean? If he does it.
Says a lot about Jalen. Says a lot about Jalen. That's crazy.
Well, they still was the players, his teammates was like the passing needs to improve. That did happen still.
But he's winning.
So
he's winning. That's why
I would say, they ran for what? 20 touchdowns the other night.
Right.
I think all the scores was run.
Exactly.
Run. They judge you off throwing the ball in this league. So, I'm not going to get all into that. He's winning. We'll talk about this next year. Let's talk about this next season, JC.
Next season?
Let's just watch the game.
Well, like on the prediction episode or something?
Yeah.
It's a conversation that we had on the prediction episode. This is definitely a conversation. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is too. It's too much.
I seen a clip of Mahomes at this point in his career and Brady at this point in his career, and Mahomes' numbers are like clear cut better for this time frame, right?
That's crazy.
So I asked this. I say this to ask. Is it possible Mahomes can get in that Jordan-esque territory? As far as like, we went like 20 to 30 years to where like it wasn't even really much of a conversation. It's like, no, this nigga is the best basketball player we've ever seen.
Well,
is it possible for Mahomes to get in that?
Let me answer that. So the first part of your thing you said, I don't get caught up in the numbers of Brady and Mahomes as much because what people don't realize is those New England teams were defensive teams at first. Mm-hmm. They always played great defense, but the first couple Super Bowl teams, especially the first one that beat the Rams, was really just a defensive team, and Brady came in, did his check downs. When they did get in good field position, they kicked field goals. And won a Super Bowl. As the years went by, he developed into the player that he became and got better and better. And never was really about, like, Brady wasn't that guy that you would go and get in fantasy. You feel me? In his career, he was not that guy. Maybe the 1 year with Moss, he was that guy where you would go get him. That was
it, pretty much. Because, to be honest with you, the Rams and the fucking Carolina Panthers Super Bowl was all defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, Adam Vinatieri won them both too.
Yeah,
so he had to.
He wasn't putting up huge numbers. JC, so it doesn't surprise me at all. Now, with that said, every great superstar's got to have the reload, right? He's got to have either the coaches and one of the great players and shit go away, and then still get it done again. So That's the only thing Mahomes has to prove at this point, man. We do it without KELCE. Maybe do it without Coach Reed.
He also has
what
to
about
do
with,
it in his 30s and 40s too.
But what about him losing?
That's true, Dre.
What about him losing when he lost Tyreek? Because I remember when he did that, niggas was kind of talking at the time.
No, I ain't gonna give you that. I ain't gonna give you that. I need a total reload. Like everybody's gone. Like let's say Spagnuolo gets a job. Just everybody has cleared out of there. You are the man. You the only one that remains from the hopefully 2 championships that y'all won. I mean 3 out of 5 that y'all won, and not fucking 3 out of 6. Oh God. Anyway, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it ends with what it is right now. And I'm saying a point where the only guy in that building is Pat Mahomes that won all them championships.
Did Brady go through that?
Brady reloaded. Yeah,
he lost.
But he had
Branch,
Belichick
he lost Givens. He lost from the
Givens,
first 3
This nigga said
about
Givens
the
like
team
Givens
from
was
Brady's first time winning,
but he threw to him a lot.
and then the last time. He reloaded a couple times, actually.
Are you calling Tampa a reload?
Tampa was he showed how smart he was as an athlete to choose Tampa. And then he went and got it done too, bro.
In 1 year.
That right there. And you know, I have my reservations about it. I think I heard some things about that game that you know, maybe, you know.
So what you just said, Ragu, will probably never happen, to be honest with you.
What Brady did?
Yeah, it ain't gonna never happen with Mahomes.
But when you say
not to the extent
he ain't gonna be the only person in that building. And
when you say, but that's what I'm trying to figure out what you mean by like.
All right, well, even if Reed stayed, we don't have anybody that we won championships with. Chris Jones is gone. KELCE's gone. Spagnuolo got a job somewhere else. Right? It's just him and Reed. Could they rebuild it and win another one? Maybe after not winning for a couple years, then I would say this guy would be the status of greatest player of all time.
So so you're saying Tyreek wasn't enough. He needs everybody to clear out on as far as players go.
Tyreek, bro, that was just a retooling, right? They let Tyreek go and spent the money on defense.
But niggas was okay. But let's go back into real time.
They spent some money on defense when they let Tyreek.
Hold on, no, right? But they lost a couple guys too. Remember, Matthew wasn't there anymore either.
Well, they moved on.
So
a year early on him.
Well, look, this is what I'm saying. If we go back to real time, niggas was not talking about the Chiefs like that when Tyreek left. Like they were having conversations of like, are they even gonna make the playoffs type shit? I remember coming on this show when Tyreek left and asking like, man, do y'all think it's people are going a little too overboard with the Chiefs drop off potentially? I asked that on here because that's how people were talking about it at that time. So, you know, I think it's a little, respectfully, Ragu, I think it's a little bit of revisionist on you to act like it was just like they just lost the receiver one, but they'll be all right. Like that wasn't how that was looked at the time. It was like he lost his deep threat, Paul. And remember, even at the beginning of that season, he had to kind of pivot his game because he was still looking for the deep balls, Paul. Oh my God. At the beginning of the season, and they struggled a little bit record-wise, and then they kind of picked it up later on in that season and went on that run.
But I would, all right, it's been a long enough time ago that I don't really remember the frame of mind of the people. So I'm not giving that a full reload. Everybody's still young. They was there. Them defenders was there. No, man, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Let him do, like I said, everybody out of there. KELCE, the Hall of Fame tight end, out of there. Just a total.
That's all that really left is KELCE.
Look, everybody left Kobe here, right?
Right.
And he carried the team for a few years.
Right.
And got Gasol at the trade deadline 2008. The rest is history. Let's see Mahomes do something like that. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. And no, I'm not giving Tyreek football. Okay, this isn't basketball.
That's just one nigga though.
We need exactly, cool. We need about 7 niggas to leave.
Exactly.
All right, JC, we need a
and then
third
he has to
of the guys
So what about? Okay, hold on. See,
at least.
And I hate it seems like I'm defending Mahomes, but I
just
want to be fair
how
here.
many guys, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? We need everybody to leave a building in KC. Leave him around because he's getting all the money now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these are drafted guys. Like they're letting guys go.
What's the dude? Mike Beach? Is that the GM? Beach and Andy and Pat and the Hunts reconstruct that thing and do it again, Paul. And then that's all I'm saying. For him to be vaulted into that greatest of all time language, JC. That's all I'm saying.
So you need KELCE and Chris Jones to leave to have that conversation. Because the rest of the defenders, they've been in and out still. Like, they've let defensive guys go and get paid elsewhere and then drafted to replace it. So they have been doing that part. But you're saying you need two of the guys who were there for these.
I need Smush Parker and them running out.
You need
out
everybody. You need all the players. You don't want any players there who were on that 2020 team. That's basically what you're saying?
Right.
I need Mike Penberthy and Smush Parker and guys of that nature running.
That's his receiver core, though.
No, it's not. No, JC, stop it.
Dre, what did Juju do over there when he was with y'all?
What did who?
What did Juju do when he?
What did Juju do when he came into the league?
What did Tony do over there on the Giants?
JC, come on, JC. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep doing this.
Not like that, bro. No, he didn't.
JC, we not going. Penberthy, Smush Parker. What was your other man that your man's that you named earlier? Wesley Johnson. Wesley Johnson, the guys of this nature starting. I'm saying the equivalent of that on KC, and then they retool the whole thing and get back to the mountaintop.
And then them niggas led the league. Ragu, them niggas led the league in drops, and he still won the Super Bowl.
But the only thing is this: so we're saying,
bro, am I dreaming? This
really,
guy is you.
Let me ask a serious question. Let's ask a serious question here. What quarterback really had what we just talked about? Everybody left, coaches left, broke it down, different receivers, and won the Super Bowl again. What quarterback has really done that?
I would say Tommy Brady did it.
He still had his coaches, though.
Well, no, Belichick didn't go nowhere, Ragu.
No, I didn't say coaches. I said Andy can stay there. Veach can stay there.
No, we talk about serious greatness here. Coaches got to leave. Players rebuild. Everybody.
Well, even Kobe did it with Phil still. So I'm not going to count the coach against him.
Don't do that. Don't go to that.
I'm going to take the coach back. Coop,
that's what I'm saying.
You're just saying you don't want a single player there from 2020. Yeah. Is that what you're saying? I'll accept that if that's what you're saying.
What quarterback has done it?
Man, minus the coach, Brady has done that.
No, Bill Belichick always been there.
No, he said he'll take the coach away. Cool.
With the coach notwithstanding, Brady has
I'm going to take the coach away. I can name one quarterback has done it with different coaches, different players.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
Ben Roethlisberger. I saw his angle right at the end. Right there.
I'm just speaking actual facts here.
Hey, there was years when they used to talk about Brady being the best, and I thought Ben should have been being talked of that way, bro. So I'm a Ben guy, and he did do that. He did do what you said. It was
that nigga Coop had to say already.
Coward retooled the thing and lost great players. Hines Ward, all those guys went away.
Everybody went away. Even Bill Cowher went away.
Point. He's got a
Bill Cowher went away and everything. So that's what I'm saying.
Damn, Cowher did go too. Yep,
because when Cowher left,
they still had some of them players, Coop, because
they didn't.
As they got farther away from it,
it
got worse.
They had maybe 4 or 5 players. I ain't gonna cap to you. I can say Big Ben, Troy Polamalu. Joey Porter left. Joey Porter left before the Cardinals Super Bowl. Not gonna lie to you, Ragu, it probably was them too. Polamalu and Big Ben. Ike Taylor. Ike Taylor was still there. Yeah. It's just a few players.
Was Ryan Clark still there?
Ryan Clark left before.
Bettis
he left before. No, Bettis won the Cardinals Super Bowl.
He wasn't.
No, he was
that was Fast Willie.
Yeah, well, that was Willie Parker. Willie Parker. Yep. That's what I'm saying. A complete breakdown of.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Brady's the only one. I mean, Ben did it with 2 coaches.
Yeah, Ben did that with 2 coaches.
Yeah. Really the only one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't really put Brady in there. He went to a whole different team.
Well, no, Brady did. He went to another team.
Right.
But and had a different coach.
What Ragu is saying is fair because, like, yeah, that's a lot to ask of any quarterback. But if you want to talk greatest of all time, then yeah, like.
Yeah, it should be real hard to do, right? Well.
But I agree with you. Like, the coaching staff, like, you know, we said we'll leave that alone. But, like, yeah, okay. KELCE retired. Maybe Chris Jones. I mean, I'm even cool with Chris Jones. If KELCE retires and he turns around and still finds a way to do it, I think we got to. He has a case at that point. Cool. What would you need to see? What would you need to see?
What was I thinking?
Just for hypothetical sake, what would you need to see?
Wait, say that one more time.
Because that was Ragu's take. That's what he would want to see to put him in like a kind of Jordan-esque territory. What would it take for you?
Oh, like I said, over the years, I've even argued with my uncles and fathers about this. Like I said, have a complete breakdown of your team, because when they would talk, they was the main ones. The reason why it triggers me is because niggas like my father, my uncles, was the main niggas saying, "Oh, Big Ben ain't gonna be shit without Cowher." And that's what makes me think that when people leave Big Ben out of that GOAT talk, like, no, nigga, no, my nigga did this with different coaches, everything, bro.
I think that case effed him up, though. I think that's why people don't.
Yeah, it did.
Talk about
that case definitely fucked him. And yeah, he was stupid for that. But that's what I'm saying. Like when he can win a Super Bowl with 2 different rosters, 2 different coaches, and actually lead them to it, then yeah, I would, who was robbed a Super Bowl MVP in my opinion. So, yeah, most definitely.
Jerry, I know this is another biased conversation for you, but is there anything? I
feel like there's a couple receivers that were never quite the same after playing with Ben Roethlisberger too, man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
If we want to keep it 1,000.
The only one that I could really say was good was Plexico, because he won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
But he wasn't the Steeler Plexico in New York.
I understand.
You can't say that he was that.
But here's the thing, he still had 1,000 yards, Rag, and he still won that Super Bowl.
All right. I'll leave the Plexico alone. I'll leave that alone.
You can say the same
that's the only one.
I'll leave that alone.
Because Sammy Watkins ain't do swit after he left. He went over there to Baltimore. He didn't do swit.
Oh my God, I forgot
Sammy
about
Watkins
that.
never played with the Steelers, though.
I'm of the opinion that, I don't know why you mentioned Sammy Watkins.
No, I'm talking about Mahomes.
Sammy Watkins never lived up to the 5th overall pick, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys. No. Never lived up to that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as y'all saying receivers not being the same after leaving the quarterback, I'm like, what other than Tyreek? What receiver?
Sammy Watkins is overrated.
He was overrated.
And the only reason
I don't understand your question, Dicey.
It's because he had them deep balls, in Buffalo. He had them long routes, and that's it. Other than that, he really wasn't. He wasn't spit.
He went 5th overall.
Yeah,
so did Mike Evans. And guess what? He ain't no fucking Mike Evans.
I'm saying Mahomes has some. He has some mid at receiver outside of Tyreek. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Let me get this guy a fan club membership.
What? Because I'm trying to be fair.
Nah, you going up above and beyond, bro. It's disgusting.
I'm trying to level. I'm trying to level it out.
Throw up emoji.
Niggas hate on the Chiefs and Mahomes enough. I can't just be I just can't be at ground level.
And here's the thing. I think it's the fact that you're
not you too.
Who on this platform really hates the Chiefs besides Ragu?
All right.
You.
I don't hate them. I don't care for them, JC. I really don't. I don't lose no sleep over the Chiefs.
Anytime the Chiefs come off, you usually start with F the Chiefs.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That don't mean I hate them. I can say fuck a lot of people. That don't mean I hate them. I don't care for them. I don't think about them. Besides this nigga, because they're in his division. Other than that, I could care less about them niggas.
I've had a front row seat for this entire bullshit.
He said a front
I
row
don't know,
seat.
Coop. I see a lot of. Okay, you're right, Coop. Maybe I'm projecting a little bit because online you see a lot of ridiculous narratives out there.
Somebody get this guy off the Mahomes narrative. Gee,
no, it's the fact that I get what JC saying.
I'm asking questions though. He act like I'm up here like, man,
because they used to treat Tom Brady like that. They used to treat Tom Brady like that.
But I probably would have been on the same type of time. But Ragu acted like I'm up here like, man, Mahomes is by far greatest quarterback ever. Ain't nobody touch. Like, I'm not even saying all of that. I'm asking a question and trying to bring you back to
you won't let me you won't let me talk shit about it.
Yo,
what nigga said I would have talked Smith in peace.
He said JC won't let me talk shit about it. Hey, it
let me talk my
like
shit.
that.
I just want when people are watching the show back, I don't want them thinking these are just a bunch of biased niggas who are not having a serious conversation. That's all I'm trying to protect.
Dude, JC do be shutting us down every time we do talk shit.
I'm trying to get away with a little
like
shit talking.
Dream, he blocks us like block.
And he keep countering my points and shit. Damn, all right,
Ragu, what if they watch the show and they say, man, these niggas just being ridiculous. They not even being serious about this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm trying to be professional.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta, you still talk Smith, but I just gotta show that somebody is being level-headed while y'all.
Somebody being realistic.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Talk about who's the level-headed one here?
When it comes to the Kansas City conversation and think pieces, I am.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like overall, like
definitely not. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Don't get me started with my biases. But then y'all keep me grounded when y'all disagree, right? Y'all keep the level-headed. Y'all don't give a F about the Gerber, Kitch, and Embiid conversation, but y'all still keep it level when it come up.
Jokic.
Right?
That's
actually,
what
I said, Dre.
That's a you and Isaiah shit. That's some you and Isaiah shit. That's the screaming and Ike and Turner Tina conversation. That's y'all niggas be yelling and screaming at each other about that shit. That's funny as hell.
It's been a while because Embiid ain't even played enough to have an argument on his behalf.
Yeah, so don't bring
that's that another name to watch, by the way, NBA fans. That's a name to watch before Thursday.
Embiid?
Throwing that out there.
So let's talk about that. Where would he go?
I have no idea.
That's a good question.
He said that so confidently too.
I have no clue. And nothing would surprise me after what we just witnessed this weekend. So yeah. I don't know. Truly and honestly, Coop. Like I want to say somebody, but you know what I mean? Even if I was to try to say my squad, it's like, do we even have enough at this point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
And let me say also, I don't mean to go back to this, but AD is probably truly a 101. People would argue Embiid is better than AD, but AD to me has more of a fluid game. He's a little more mobile than Embiid. He could switch a little better on the perimeter than Embiid. So there's things AD does, even though Embiid is probably better scoring wise. AD does other things that Embiid I don't even think is capable of doing. So AD is kind of a 1-on-1 to me. He's and then Giannis, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of mobile like Giannis, but then Giannis can't shoot like AD. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of has he's a unique big that I don't think is going to be easy to replicate if we're able to at all. So I just want to say that as well. That being said, the time we all been waiting for.
Here we go.
This is the official stamp, no takebacks, official Super Bowl 59 prediction.
Oh, damn, it's that time already?
Yeah, man. We've been here almost 3 hours. I know we've been having a good time and don't feel like it, but it's been almost 3 hours, man.
Damn. Ugh.
How the fuck do you hit it?
No, wait, didn't I submit my pick last week and said I was good?
Yeah, but JC was
if
doing
you
another
good,
one.
you can stay
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah,
This
you
is
did,
the
you did
official
say that.
stamp.
Yeah, we had.
Just in case injury reports came out.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Imagine
I know niggas ain't put
news
their
breaks.
tickets in already or nothing like that.
Man,
Imagine news
I
breaks.
ain't picking no ticket. I can't do
So
it.
you ain't touching this game?
I can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
Well, do the points or something, man. You know, have a little fun with it.
The sports gods need the Eagles to pull this
He
one
said
off.
need.
Damn, the spread is still the same that it was when I looked last week. So before y'all pick, the spread is at -1.5, so it's damn near pick 'em, going the Chiefs' way. Last year, the Chiefs were the underdogs, actually. So I made a little money off of them because of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so at -1.5, Chiefs are the favorite. The over is 48.5.
I say that's under. That's gonna be under. Under 48.
Do y'all want to pick the points first and then the predictions second?
I'll pick the Eagles straight up. The +1. 25-18. I say they'll win by 4 touchdowns. Saquon get it. I'm proud of Saquon. So
You said 25-18?
25-18.
Eagles?
Eagles, yep. Eagles.
$27-16 Eagles.
So you got it under.
Yeah.
Wait, what I say, 25-18?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it. Under. Yeah, I don't see it going over 48.
And they're at a dome.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna say the same.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic when you said that.
I'll go 23-20 Chiefs.
Chiefs winning?
And I think most of the scoring is going to happen in the second half.
Second half?
Like
We'll say that
at the halftime, it'll probably be.
If the Eagles want to win, like I said, run the ball, and magically, you may have to score a touchdown on defense in order to stay.
That's what Ragu said about the Niners last year.
You may have to.
He said if they don't get a defensive touchdown, they won't win this game.
Yes.
Did they?
Nope.
Not at all, brother.
Was that one of the greatest Super Bowls ever, Coop?
Which one?
No?
Hell no.
Overtime?
No, hell no. Hell.
Bro, Patriots and Falcons went to overtime.
And that could be arguably not a great
That game was low-key trash, though, if you ask me.
The Falcons and Super.
I damn near fell asleep.
I ain't gonna lie. The Eagles and Patriots were probably better than that.
Yeah, 24-21.
Yeah, that was a bomb game. I think it was because of the element of surprise. Like, we didn't think Nick Foles was going to do all that.
Exactly.
Jerry, what we doing?
Sorry, my bad. I'm sticking with Philly. I'm going Philadelphia, but I am going to change the score. They got to beat them thoroughly. 35-21.
Damn, so I'm the only one that broke the unanimous?
Oh, I didn't even know you picked USC. What the fuck? Oh, shit.
You mean Casey, nigga?
No, nigga Ragu.
Oh, y'all in the game.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
JC had that look like, huh?
He said, you mean KC?
No, because you said that after I said the pick, so I thought you was talking about me.
My fault, bro. You mean KC?
I want this hit.
So yeah,
It'll be a good game.
I think that's
I'm
it.
looking forward to it, bro.
Got one more game, man.
It's all good basketball.
They can do it, man. The Eagles can do it.
Of course they
got
can.
the team.
They almost did
But
it last
either
time.
way, I'm gonna say this too. I'll still be happy either way because two of my favorite players are in the Super Bowl: Saquon and Diop. So
So either way,
either way, I'll be straight. Yeah, either way, I'll be straight.
I think that's it, man. We could do a name that guy and get up out of here.
What you got for us?
Man, we haven't done that in a while, it feels like.
Nah,
Last week you weren't here.
yeah, you missed it. We had a good one too. Matter of fact, it was a Patriot, ex-Patriot.
Oh, Mr. Dillon. Mr. Corey Dillon.
And he spent most of his career in Cincinnati.
All right, let me pull this up.
I'm interested to see who you're gonna pick this week. I was trying to study a few stats too, just to see if I can learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this shit.
All right, so this week we got
That's a trip. I took a look at some guys, but I thought he.
I was at work the other day. I was like, let me look at a few people just to see, just in case JC got somebody.
So is this a Hall of Famer? Y'all know how I go. If you need more accolades, just ask after the numbers. If you need more to say if it's a Hall of Famer. My bad. Put it on there. Trying to make sure. All right, let's go. We got a 700 plus reception, 10,000 plus yards, 70 plus tutties. Is that a Hall of Fame?
Hmm. 700 receptions?
Over 700.
Is it Timmy?
Is that a Hall of Famer? You know, I don't say it to y'all. If it's a Hall of Famer or not.
Like, I gotta get the stats first.
How many touchdowns?
Over 70.
Over 70.
Over 70, over 700. Yards one more time?
10,000 plus.
10,000 plus. Super Bowls?
Let me see.
All pros.
I feel like I might give it up. So y'all.
No. You said any accolades we could ask.
Well, yeah, like all pros, Pro Bowls, like that.
Well, yeah. How many all pros and Pro Bowls?
It sounds like Timmy off the top of my head.
That does sound like Timmy.
Y'all want all pros?
Yeah.
Those matter.
So
First and second team.
two second team.
2 seconds. So
Is that Tim Brown?
it.
Yes.
Yeah. Good numbers.
Yeah, I'm marking that. Yeah.
Good numbers. Good numbers.
So
To be honest with you, even without a Super Bowl, those are good numbers.
Yeah, even without him winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, those are good numbers.
Okay. This player doesn't have a Super Bowl, by the way.
He doesn't?
Does not have a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And the player is, drum roll, AJ Green.
Oh, shit.
Damn, didn't we said no Pro Bowl, no Hall of Fame.
Cincy,
In
Jesus.
our episode, we did say that. Damn.
So yeah, damn.
So, like I ask y'all every time, does y'all answer remain the same? Now that you know who it is?
I don't see him as a Hall of Famer. We can't let everybody.
Yeah. He did get hurt a lot too.
Nah.
He had some great years, but we kind of all the players.
Well, you said it. Some.
I'm gonna say
Keyword is some.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2.
So y'all all went from yes to no.
No, I'm gonna say I still say yeah.
Oh, Cooper's still on yeah.
I'll still say yeah. Because he had some clutch moments and some clutch years too.
He certainly did.
I'm a
7-time Pro Bowler.
7-time Pro Bowl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Damn.
When he left Cincinnati, kind of disappeared.
Yeah, after Cincy, he. Yeah, because
he no Cardinals. No, he ain't have no quarterback with the Cardinals though. You know, got it. I mean, yeah. Damn.
All right. There's that.
damn, and then we got Super Bowl Sunday, and then the show the next day.
Got
That's
the Super Bowl
crazy.
recap, and then football season is officially over.
Don't say the O word. Do not say the O word.
But
Well, we still got the Arena League and stuff like that too. So.
we got that,
No, I'm just.
and we get to laugh at each other on the recap episode the week after that.
Well, I mean, like you, Marv
I
said.
can't
like
wait. I cannot wait to see y'all's predictions, man. That's my.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to see.
I
that.
know I effed up this year, but hey, I did great in the last one.
I may got a couple people right.
Man, it was my Raider one alone was so stinky.
And they looked at us like we was crazy.
Season, bro. This whole season has been fun as hell.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster, man. That was a good.
Bro, I had a memory pop up in July on my Snapchat. It wasn't from the show, but I saw July and instantly thought, "Damn, I was on the Radio Ragu show on that day. I was on the All Grind show. That's what we talked about. Like that was like."
Yeah, so it should be interesting, man.
See y'all
after that. Yeah, and then after that, we got we could be gearing up for some NBA playoffs.
Yeah, that's crazy. As soon as football ends, then you're already a few months from the basketball postseason.
And then you got the part 2 of season of the signings and draft.
Oh, the draft.
Yeah, free agents.
Still got plenty to talk about.
Yeah, free agents.
Oh, draft day is gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
stay tuned to the Raider Ragu show for great draft.
Oh
coverage.
yeah, I know Ragu gonna get into some spit over there. Sure. I know you you probably doing homework now.
Man, I am. I got notes on my computer right here. I got notes already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, JC, I already started searching off. I've already looked off like 4 or 5 teams, but I'm gonna keep going through it because I know we're gonna go through all 32 teams, or at least some of those teams.
But not for the draft. That's Ragu's content. But we will talk.
Let me know, Ragu.
Pull up. Pull up. You can
That
talk
being
about
said, man,
who you think New England gonna pick, all that. Yeah, man. The draft is the shit. That's my shit.
That's where Ragu starts to rub his hands together. Like, let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like a 2-part episode with the draft. As a matter of fact, we're going live with the draft too. So
When they draft on the draft night.
On draft night, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be there, Coop, but I'm gonna be watching playoffs. So
No, I'm gonna add you,
for me
brother.
now.
No, fuck that. You gonna accept that, brother. Like, add JC. When is the draft?
It's usually during a playoff game.
Yeah, it's always on my birthday because it was on my birthday last year.
But appreciate you, my brothers, for pulling up, man. This was a great episode. We had a couple last-minute call-offs. Shout out to my brothers. I got 2 episodes coming this week. So and then plus the recap. And so we'll be pretty busy, man. I got a lot of off-season stuff in the bag. I want my brothers to pull up for those as well, man. We're going to have a lot of talk pieces and legacy talks and all type of shit, man. I'm going to really try to get in my EP bag this summer. All right?
Yeah.
So love y'all, man. Make sure y'all continue to tune in the way y'all have been. Continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. Just type in All Grind Sports Show on all major directories. And also follow us on Spotify as well, man. Make sure you follow the show so you can get them notifications right away. And enjoy y'all Super Bowl parties and all that, man. Hope y'all get some good wings and all that. Coop, I know you're going to be cooking, but hopefully you get some good grub up in you as well. And that's it, man. Go Rams, go Lakers, go Dodgers, go Sparks. Peace.
Go
See y'all later,
baby. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Changes, everybody's grown, now that's why it's changing. House party cracking on because T Green had to beat for your boy too. Fisher 15's freshman, I was fresh then, still is.